Welcome back to the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Alright, I gotta figure out what code to input here. There's some writing on this door, right?
The door has some strange writing on it.
This door is similar to the one on the outside of the secure lock, except that it has not weathered over the years. Electrical panels indicate the keypad on the right controls the door.
Alright, there's gotta be a clue somewhere around here what this code is. Go through this again.
The console reports the following. Welcome to Orbital Missile Base. Codename, Scythe. This base has been operational for the past week. It has completed one successful fire mission. Estimation of success is at 22 over 100.
22%? That's very low. Hardly something to brag about.
Doctor, in Base 3, 22 divided by 100 is equivalent to 8 out of 9, or 88%. I would think that quite satisfactory, given this base's probable mission of destroying the soft forces on Proxtree.
It says the base has been operational for a week, but this has been here for 1,000 years.
If the Lucas built this base with a clock that told the time by measuring the moon's rotational speed, or the gravitational forces generated by Proxtree and the sun, the computer may have calculated only a week of time has passed since its first action. I might be able to learn more with another look at the console. There is a substantial amount of data here, but in summary, Scythe was created by the Lucas as a launching platform for missiles to keep the Softs subjugated to their influence. The Softs managed to infiltrate the base. However, their actions triggered Scythe's auto-attack mechanisms and initiated a holocaust that nearly annihilated the planet. One soft strike did, in fact, hit the moon and deflected it from its orbit. It has been dormant since then.
So why has the base been activated again?
Given the damage to the moon, its slow rotation and orbit, it has never realized the war is over. On this pass, for the first time, it has detected radio wave transmissions from Proxtree. Because it does not recognize them, it assumes the Softs are still active. Its transmission to the planet, I would assume, was some sort of a check beacon to see if it should continue its mission.
Jim, let's return to the ship and blast this place to destroy its weapons.
Doctor, this moon is a god to the people down there. If we destroy it, we will violate the Prime Directive.
Spock is right, Bones. Spock, what are the chances that we could decode the transmission and send a stop code to the base?
In trinary or decimal?
Spock!
1.327 million to 1, provided the archaeological studies about Lucas languages are correct. Our other option is to get into this base and see if we can bring the computers down.
That didn't really seem to give me much of anything.
My tricorder is picking up large supplies of frozen oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide beneath the surface, enough to last many centuries.
At least we won't have to worry about suffocating. This place does seem to provide protection against cosmic rays.
I don't see why they bothered putting an atmosphere here, Captain. There hasn't even been bacteria here in centuries, let alone humanoids. We appear to be in some type of security lock. No defensive systems are apparent here, but considering the size of the doors, they probably don't need them.
What am I missing?
Scotty, any progress on the phasers?
Sorry, Captain, but we cannot do that. We don't have phasers for at least 8 more hours.
By then, Proxtree could be a dead planet.
The door has some strange writing on it.
Right, but I can't decipher what it is.
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor. There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
This keypad is fully functional and controls the door. Its entry code is in base 3.
Alright. Well, what? I need a clue as to... I have no freaking idea. Can't even access my computer from here, I don't think. I wish I could access the ship's computer, maybe I'll read some archive entries, but that's not going to help me either. Can I have McCoy use the...
Damn it, Jim, I'm a surgeon, not an alien computer science specialist.
Spock, see what you can do with this.
That's just going to be the same.
Console reports the following. Welcome to Orbital Missile Base.
22%? That's very low. Hardly something to brag about.
Doctor, in base 3, 22 divided by 100.
It says...
If the Lucas built this, there is a soft smack.
So why is...
Given the damage to the... Because it's transmit...
Jim, let's return...
Doctor, this...
Spock is right.
In Spock! 1.327.
The only numbers that anything for a clue is that 22 out of 100. I don't really think that's a clue, but I got nothing else.
Spock, see what you can do with that lock.
That did not work.
Spock, see what you can do with that lock.
Not 200.
That did not work.
Spock, see what you can...
To be honest, I'm flying blind here.
That did not work, Captain.
Spock, see what you can do with that lock.
That did not work, Captain. It is probable this lock also uses a number of some significance.
Yes, it'd be nice if I had a clue to what it was.
Spock, see what you can do with that lock.
That did not work, Captain.
Spock, see what you can do with that lock.
Well, if I add the two numbers together, the 22 and the 100, and make 122.
Fascinating. If the Federation language studies were correct, the ideograph for the word scythe in the Lucas language is the 17th symbol in their alphabet that corresponds with 122 in base 3.
Yeah, sure, you could assume that's how I got that. No, I was complete dumb luck, just like the other number that I got in. I was okay, it's random numbers. You told me, I'll just add them together and see what happens. Wow.
Captain, we have a cure for the computer virus.
Well done, Uhura.
I modified Ctrl-C to exclusively attack the Lucre virus. They annihilated each other, Captain.
Fascinating, Lieutenant.
The Klingons aren't going to be happy to learn that they helped us. How about the phasers and tractor beams?
We may get the tractor beams online in time, Captain. I'm afraid even the backup phaser transmission codes were affected. We could destroy some missiles manually, but if this complex decides to launch more than 10 missiles at a time...
Understood. The ball is in our court. We'll give it our best shot. Kirk out.
Don't know how I got in here, but I did, so let's not look a gift horse in the mouth.
This panel is designed to receive an ID card to make the door open. This door appears to be very solid. You are in a corridor that connects to 3 other chambers. You are in a corridor that connects... This doorway leads to another area of the complex.
Okay, well, I don't have an ID card, so I can't go through there yet. It doesn't look like there's anything for me to fiddle with here other than this panel that needs an ID card. So let's go over here. I still can't believe 122 worked. Oh well.
Can't say I like the decor.
The Lucas did not leave behind many examples of their architecture.
I can see why.
Hey, if dumb luck works, I'll go dumb luck.
A closed box sits on the floor. These are display panels for the laser drill. This is an ancient laser drill.
Looks an awful lot like that neutrino accelerator in the earlier episode.
This room looks like it was once used for some type of mining operation. This room looks like...
Before I fiddle with anything, let's scan it.
A storage box of some kind. I detect no dangerous substances. These are display panels for the laser drill. They are still functional. The drill is unremarkable, except its aiming component is corroded and frozen in place. The mine shaft was drilled out of the lunar rock by a laser device, similar to the one mounted in the ceiling.
This box contains old wire and connectors.
Okay, I'll take them. Talk to me, Spock.
This technology is cruder and less efficient than the rest of the complex, Captain.
Why was I even brought down on this mission, Jim? I'm a doctor, not a welder.
I need you for the banter between you and Spock.
Looks like a museum piece to me, Captain.
This is one heck of a museum, Ensign.
Still a mess, though.
A length of wire with some sort of connector at each end.
Spock, what can you do with this panel?
These are display panels for the laser drill. They are still functional. Captain, nothing can be gained by trying to force it around.
I was just gonna shoot it where it's aiming now, but... Okay.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. This is an ancient laser drill.
How about these wires here?
This room looks like it was once used. These are display panels for the... This room looks like... The box is empty. These are display panels for the laser drill. This is a laser drill control panel.
Oh, okay. It's two separate things, alright. Spock, what can you do with the panel? $1, $10, or 100. Let's go 100.
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
Let's try 10. Do anything?
You look but see nothing of note.
So, what?
This is the laser drill's control panel. It is functional and power is flowing to it.
These are display panels.
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation. This is the laser drill's control panel. It is functional and power is flowing to it.
What can I do?
This is the laser drill's
Spock, why don't you check out those laser drill controls?
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
This room looks like it was once used. This room looks like it was once.
Missing anything?
You look but see nothing of note. This is an ancient laser drill.
I'm just not getting enough power, but it won't let me do 100 for whatever reason.
Spock, why don't you check out those...
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
Gotta be missing something.
This panel has a slot in it rather than a keypad. The slot bears traces of triphosphorate silver, and power is currently running to it. I am recording the pattern of this lock into my tricorder.
Okay. Does that change anything with this?
Spock, why don't you check out...
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
Well, can you, whatever patterns you took from the tricorder?
I used the keycard pattern scanned from the lock to program the drill. It should now be able to make a template of the keycard in the rock.
Oh, okay, cool.
I used the keycard pattern.
Wait.
Spock, why don't you check it?
Can I take this?
The laser drill has cut a template for the keycard in the stone.
Can I take it? What am I missing here?
You look but see nothing of note. This room looks like it was once used for some type of mine. You look but see nothing of note. The laser drill has cut a template for the keycard in the stone.
So, right, there's a template, but I need to make a key card out of it. So I gotta put something on the template, right? It's definitely not the wire, but
Nothing happens.
yeah, what the heck am I?
This technology is cruder and less efficient than the rest of the complex, Captain.
You look but see nothing of note. The laser drill has cut a template for the keycard in the stone.
Spock, why don't you check out those laser drill controls?
Captain, the template would be damaged by direct fire from the laser.
Right, I need to put something on the template. Oh, what? Is there anything for me to pick up here?
You look but see nothing of note.
I must have missed something earlier. There's got to be something I got to pick up to put in that template. Let's go back to the previous areas. See if there's anything I missed. It's not just sand, right?
James T. Kirk, a man with a problem, a big problem that is getting bigger.
Is it my prostate?
There are many rocks here.
Can I pick one of them up?
You retrieve a rock.
How would have I known to pick up a rock from this one? This just all looks like sand. So do I use that rock? Is that what I place on the template? And then I melt it to form the key card, right? So I'm going to want to put the rock on the template, and I'm going to use, probably not maximum power.
Captain, with the 3K AG content of the surface rocks and the tricorder scan of the pattern inside the lock, I believe the laser drill can be used to fashion the ID card needed to open the sealed door in the other chamber.
Right. So I put the rock on the template, and then I want to use less power. 100 will probably obliterate the rock, just vaporize it. So I probably want to go with, what, 10? Right? 1 will
Spock, why don't you check out those laser drill controls?
This is a keycard made from the triphosphorate silver rock.
Is it cooled? Well, it didn't burn me, so I'll take that as a yes. Oh, I'm glad I went back and looked around for stuff.
This appears to be the brain of Scythe. There are 2 identical but isolated computers that communicate with a third, which controls the launch of missiles.
With the base 3 again.
This computer is marked with the last letter of the Lucre alphabet. This computer is marked with the last letter of the Lucre alphabet. This computer is marked with the first letter of the Lucre alphabet. This computer controls the launch of missiles. It is directly controlled by the other computers.
This computer is functional and performing an average 0.75 million operations per second.
That's it?
This computer is functional and performing an average 1.2 million operations per second.
Can I use these wires or anything?
The connector snaps into place.
Oh, we just networked them. So, now what? So, Spock. Do your magic, your Vulcan magic.
Welcome to Scythe Operations Center, Omega Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 1.54 hours. Adjusted.
The launched missiles will run out of fuel before they reach Proxtree. They will drift into the sun and burn up.
That's a good thing.
Kirk to Enterprise, how are the transporters, Scotty?
They're operational again, Captain. We're ready to bring you back at any time.
Bring us home.
I gotta admit, I used dumb luck to get past the door codes, but
Message
whatever.
from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Proxima 3 and evaluate your performance at 85%. You and your crew received 2 commendation points. Well done, Captain. Keep up the good work.
Hard to believe that Earth came so close to the brink itself.
Vulcans, too. Both, in the end, looked into the abyss and came to the only logical conclusion.
Logic? Humans? I'm dreaming, Jim.
Sometimes it is harder and braver to make peace rather than war.
Sounds like emotion had its part to play in a positive sense, too.
I don't know about you, but I'd like to bid an emotional goodbye to Alpha Proxima myself.
Take us out of orbit, Mr. Sulu.
Oh, Spock, you poet, you.
Vengeance.
Vengeance.
Captain's log. We are arriving at the last known position of the USS Republic, which reported that it was under attack 12 hours ago.
Captain, the ship's sensors have picked up what appears to be a starship. Minimal life support, minimal engine power, and only 2 life forms. One on the bridge, the other in sickbay. Both appear to be gravely injured. It is the Republic.
Oh, wow.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
I am preparing an information packet for Starfleet. Shall I send it or wait for you to return?
Send it now. If a hostile ship arrives, head immediately for Starbase 24. Wait until we get back. No sense giving Starfleet incomplete information. If anyone else arrives, beam us aboard and raise shields immediately. Send it now. If a hostile ship arrives, wait until we get back. No sense giving Starfleet incomplete information. If anyone else arrives, beam us aboard and raise shields immediately.
My God, Jim, what kind of butcher would do something like this?
I don't know, Bones. We're too far from the Klingon and Romulan borders for it to be one of their ships.
Enterprise to Captain Kirk.
Kirk here. What is it, Scott?
We picked up a distress signal. It appears a trading vessel is having a wee bit of trouble with their warp drive. What condition is the Republic in?
It's a mess, Scotty. Life support's functioning, but that's about it.
I've done a primary scan of the Republic's systems. Main and auxiliary power is out. Life support is stable. I also read that communications are operable.
Should we beam you back, Captain?
Do the sensors read any other ships in the sector?
Besides the trade vessel, this sector is clear, sir.
Mr. Scott, we will continue here. Assist the trade ship and return here. If we need assistance, we'll contact you.
You sure you'll be all right, Captain?
Yes, Scotty, just don't take too long. Kirk out. Well, gentlemen, let's see if we can re-establish power.
Jim, don't forget. There's another survivor on board. We've got to find him.
Oh boy, I'm thinking that trade vessel is a distraction. This is a trap, isn't it? This is a trap. Patterson, you bested me in the training exercise, but I'll still save you, buddy. Alright. This, I think, is the final episode of the game. Either way, I'm gonna save it here. This is the beginning of the episode.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
And we'll pick up here next time.